Your sculpt is just a reflection of how good your reference was. Okay. And in the last 1.5 years, I've been able to take my sculpting from this to now making sculpts like this. This being the first sculpt I made last year, 1.5 year ago, and this being my most recent sculpt. Okay. And not only have I gotten results for myself, but also for other young artists and helping them get results in 14, 11, 20. Bro, this is insane. Okay. Basically, I help them get results really quick. And this video, I will show you everything I know about references and why you should use them. Okay. And this is important. So close all of the tabs, bro. Don't let yourself be distracted. Make this full screen and watch it on 2x speed so that you can get through this quicker. Okay. The first thing you want to know, bro, is every pro uses references, no matter how skilled they are. Okay. And when I was a young artist, okay, when I was in university and we were studying 3D animation and arts, I remember it was such a flex to be able to sculpt without a reference. Hey, I sculpted this without a reference, bro. And till this date, it is considered to be a flex. Let me tell you, bro, it is not a flex. It is stupid to sculpt without a reference. Okay. And every pro sculpts with a reference. So you can see speed chart. If you probably know speed chart, bro. If not, then how did you get into sculpting, bro? So speed chart, whenever you see him sculpting live, he uses reference. Whenever you see my friend Marath going live, he uses a reference. Whenever I sculpt, bro, all of these sculpts that I made, I use reference. Okay. And I remember one of my teachers, he just told me, that he gave me this example. He was like, Ishaq, imagine that you're sitting for an examination. Okay. And you have this questions in front of you. You don't know what the answer is. And now imagine that I gave you the answer sheet to all of these questions. How would that be? I'm like, so that would be insane. And I was like, yeah, in art, reference is that answer sheet. Okay. So a lot of people, they just sculpt blindly and they're like, oh, well, I don't know, bro, something on the face feels off. Bro, just look at your reference. Your reference has all of the answers. So if, for example, this was a skinny arm, I would look at my reference and be like, no, this is bulky. So I would need to add that. Okay. And like I told you, bro, your sculpt is just a reflection of how good your reference was. All right. Let me tell you something else, bro. We all know Mona Lisa. Okay, and I get this argument that, when someone becomes professional, he doesn't have to use references because he has trained his muscle memory so much that he can just sculpt without a reference, bro. Bullshit. Everyone uses the reference, bro. I don't care who your favorite artist is. They use references. Simple as that. It is not a flex. Maybe someone who's super experienced, super experienced, he might sculpt here and there without references, a few body parts that he has sculpted so much that he knows it by heart. Maybe. But you and I, we're both not at that level. We don't have 20 years of sculpting experience, bro. So stop fooling yourself. Always, and we all know Mona Lisa. Oh, this is not Mona Lisa. This is Mona Lisa. And Leonardo da Vinci, he's such a big artist, bro. Da Vinci had a female woman sitting in front of him, and that is who he painted. He did not imagine that, oh, I want to imagine a woman when she smiles, people don't know if she's smiling or if she's sad. Whatever, bro. I think that is why Mona Lisa is so famous. You cannot tell if she's happy or sad. She looks happy. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think she's happy or sad? So yeah, he used reference. Why are not you? Okay. And what I want to cover next, bro, is the best kind of references that you can get. I will give you some free options as well, but this is just examples. Okay. The best reference is a 3D reference. A 3D reference is something that you can load in your viewport. You can literally split your screen. You can have your reference on one side, you can sculpt on the other side, and you can literally rotate the reference any way that you like. That is the best reference. Okay, that is 3D reference. And for that, you have to pay. This is what I bought when I was making my anatomy course because I wanted to show you everything. I wanted to show you the muscles. I wanted to show you the bones. Although I didn't never taught it as a doctor. Like, this is the sternocleidomastoid, bro. This is the pectoralis major. This is the pectoralis minor. No one cares, bro. Just the chest muscle. But I bought this so that I can simplify anatomy. And yeah, this was 55 pounds. I got a male and a female, and this is absolutely worth it. I thought that this is an investment. Okay, I can figure things out on my own, but it's going to take me years. And I respect my time. I respect myself. And I'm like, bro, like years of my time is worth way more than 55 pounds. So let me just buy this and let me study this. This is the best reference. And I did the decency of covering the nipples and the vagina and the penis. Okay? Because I know no one wants to see an uncircumcised, flaccid Willy Wonka. Or do you? Oh my God, bro. If you want, don't do it. All right. Okay? This is the best reference. Also, let me give you some other examples. So, for example, if you don't want to invest in this, let me give you a cheaper example. And cheaper example is a free example. Bro, how did I do this? Okay, here. So, I don't know if this website was intended to be used this way or is this a scam. I don't know, bro, but it's how the website is. So you can literally go to Sketchfab and you can find a good skull, you can find a good face, you can find whatever, and you can rotate it. Okay, you can rotate this. If you have light shot, you can take a screenshot of this. You can go to PureRef and paste it there. Okay, you can get as many references as you want from Sketchfab. Okay, so you don't have to buy the model, but you can just view it here. And I don't know if I'm being an asshole, bro, but that's how the website is. So this is a good use. Okay, you can, I don't know, whatever. What else do we have? Bro, whatever. But you can find good models here. Okay, but the issue with some of these models is, for example, this skull. I use this for my health sculpting course as well, and the widest area of the head should have been here. Okay, the shape of the skull should have been like this. Okay, the widest point up here, not here. Okay, and this is something that can happen when you're using references online or 3D models online. They might have some mistake and you will practice them. So I had to make a correctional video inside my course, being like, hey bro, this is what I used before, but now I know that the widest area should be up here. Okay, so this is one way that you can use. The second references that you can use is 2D references, something like this. Okay, something that is a matte cap, something that has the front, side, and the third quarter. Okay, these are good references. Now I have this whole library of references that I use. And yep, so basically I just browse on Pinterest and I go there and I get these references. Okay, a lot of people I know they're like, yeah bro, but AI, you shouldn't be using AI, bro. No one cares, bro. Like, why are you moaning about this? Like, literally, AI is just a tool, and if you don't use it, you are missing out. You're missing out. Okay, so I don't care, bro. If my references are AI generated, I don't care. As long as they help me become a better sculptor, I will use them. Another example of AI that I have for you is, if you want references, bro, you can literally go to Google AI Studio and they have this new nano banana technology, which you can use to generate references. So for example, I wanted to sculpt the Joker. Let me show you the Joker that I sculpted. I wanted to sculpt this Joker right here. Okay, and I didn't know how to get a reference. So what I did, bro, is instead of going Google images and getting references there, what I did is I just went to Nano Banana and I used this prompt: create a color digital portrait reference image featuring the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. The image should display 3 angles, front, side, and third quarter, equally spaced. And boom, I have this reference. So cool, bro. I will share this in the description. And if I forget, sometimes when I'm uploading the video, these things skip my mind. If I just forget to do this, just please kindly leave me a gentle reminder in the comments. Be like, hey, so I'll just leave us that prompt in case I forget. Although I'm sure I won't. Okay, but if I do, just do it for me, bro. Okay, so I told you, bro, the best references that you can get is 3D references. By the way, in my courses, I give you all of the 3D models as well. Okay, and I give you 3D models for all of the levels, so you have no guesswork to do. Okay, when I was doing courses, I wished someone had shared the 3D models as well. So I do it for all of my courses. Okay, because I believe this is 3D references. They are the best. They are so powerful, bro. Okay, also let me give you some of the best tips for references, some of the do's and don'ts. So the first don't, bro, is do not mix and match. Do not be like that. I want to sculpt a female character, so let me use the eyes of this one. Let me get these perky lips. Let me get the side view of this one because this is really attractive. And Ana Diamas, bro. Why not have Ana Diamas? This is a recipe for disaster. Okay, you will never have a good sculpt if you mix and match, because honestly speaking, bro, you're not at the level where you should be matching stuff. Okay, the best bet for you is to find one model, find one face, and try to get multiple angles of it. Okay, I already showed you front, third quarter, side. This is the best. You can generate this with Nano Banana. Okay, you can generate this with AI for any character that you want. I showed you the prompt, bro. I used it to make the Joker. I used it to make Neo when I wanted to sculpt Keanu Reeves, when I wanted to sculpt Neo from the Matrix. So you can see I used it to generate this face. I used it to generate a reference for Hitler. Okay, and it works. So this is good, bro. This is really, really nice. This is great study material. If you're not using this, you're being a Jerry. You're being a Jerry, bro. Okay, don't be a Jerry. Use it. The second don't is do not use single plane references. Okay, that is because once again, you are not at the level where you should be using a single angle reference. You need a front, you need a side, you need a third quarter. And as long as you practice these generic shapes, as long as you practice this, you master this, you can sculpt this. You master this one generic face, you can sculpt any face in the world. Okay, so it's not about adding more quality or not about adding more quantity to your practices. It's about quality, bro. Just learn how to make one generic face and you can sculpt anything. By the way, I showed you the kind of results that my students are getting. I showed you the kind of results that they are getting over here as well. That is because I just show them, I just teach them the language of how to sculpt a face and they can sculpt whatever face they want. I just teach them the language of this is anatomy, bro. You don't have to dissect it like a doctor. You just need a few muscle groups, like call this the chest, no one cares. Call this the abs, no one cares. Call these the saw shape muscles, no one cares. Okay? We don't want to, we're artists. We are not doctors. So, and the third reference, bro, do not use this. What is this, bro? What is this? How will remembering all of these names help you sculpt better? I have met people who know this, all of these names front and back, memorize it by heart, but the only thing they can't do is sculpt. How ridiculous is that? Okay, so for references, do not try to mix match. Do not use a single plane reference. Do not use these stupid anatomy labels. You don't need them. You're an artist. You're not a doctor. You want to be an artist. You don't want to have a PhD degree, bro. Okay, so use this. And if you're interested in my courses, in my way of teaching, then you can go ahead, join. You can check out the link in the descriptions. I have a subscription program where I will personally help you as well. And I also have a one-time payment program where you can just get all of these courses. You can learn at your own pace. And I am sure you will get results. Once again, I share all of the references. I share all of the 3D models. They are all included and I include them level by level. So you don't get just the final model and you have to guess everything. No. I share you a 3D model for every level with step-by-step instructions. And you have no guesswork to do. All right. And if this video was helpful, let me know. Goodbye. Take care. Here's a fist bump.